What if that dream that yanked you awake at 3:07 a.m. wasn't just last night's questionable pizza talking? What if it was something far more profound? A direct message, a telegram from heaven, written in a language you've never been formally taught to read. We often dismiss our nighttime visions as mere subconscious chatter or random brain firings, but for those God has chosen, dreams can be a powerful, often overlooked channel of divine communication. Think about it. If God can speak through a burning bush or a donkey, why wouldn't He use the canvas of your sleeping mind? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're going to pull back the curtain on 7 specific types of dreams God frequently uses to guide and steer the path of His chosen ones. And the best part? You don't need a seminary degree or years of theological training to understand them. You just need an open heart and a willingness to listen. Remember Jacob, who saw a magnificent staircase stretching to the heavens, bustling with angels? Or Joseph, whose dreams of bowing sheaves of grain and celestial bodies hinted at a future of extraordinary influence? And let's not forget Pharaoh, who was deeply troubled by his vivid visions of fat cows being devoured by skinny ones. None of these pivotal figures simply shrugged off their dreams as just a dream. They understood, or sought understanding, that something significant was being communicated. And neither should you. If your nights have been restless, punctuated by vivid, memorable, or even confusing dreams, and your mornings leave you feeling a little disoriented, there's a high chance the Lord is speaking to you. You just need the decoder ring to interpret His messages. It's time we crack that code together. The latter, dream. First up, let's talk about the elevation dream, a truly exhilarating experience. Suddenly, you find yourself higher than you've ever been before. Perhaps you're on a towering rooftop, atop a majestic mountain peak, soaring effortlessly in an airplane, or, like Jacob in Genesis 28:12-15, witnessing a stairway that literally touches the sky. Jacob, fleeing from his brother Esau and feeling utterly alone, laid his head on a rock and dreamed. In that dream, God didn't just show him a ladder. He reaffirmed His covenant, promising Jacob land, descendants, and His unwavering presence. God uses this kind of vertical imagery to do 2 powerful things. First, to remind you that your current struggles, your present challenges, are ultimately beneath the grand calling He has placed on your life. They are temporary obstacles, not your ultimate destination. Second, it's a divine heads up that promotion is coming. The climb itself might feel risky, perhaps even a little intimidating, because true elevation, whether spiritual, professional, or personal, always involves stepping out of your comfort zone. It's a journey into the unknown. If you wake from such a dream with a profound sense of holy awe, mixed with a touch of low-key vertigo, that thrilling, slightly disorienting feeling of being on the precipice of something big, then consider that your divine confirmation. Jacob woke up, named the place Bethel, meaning house of God, and built an altar. What's the translation for us today? Mark that moment. Acknowledge it. Your life has just gained significant altitude, and God wants you to recognize the shift. These dreams often leave a lasting, vivid impression, making them hard to shake, and they carry a strong emotional resonance, signaling their divine origin. The bowing dream. Second, we have the submission dream, which can be quite startling. In this dream, you might see co-workers, family members, even long-standing rivals, lowering their heads in respect or deference. Or perhaps you see something akin to Joseph's dreams in Genesis 37:5-10, where sheaves of grain in a field bowed down to his sheaf, and later the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed to him. Now, let's be clear. This isn't ego candy. This isn't God inflating your pride. Far Far from it. This is prophetic intelligence, a glimpse into a future where God intends to grant you significant influence. He's previewing the weight of responsibility that's coming, influence that will absolutely require deep humility to steward properly. Joseph's journey to that influence was fraught with betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment, all designed to humble him and prepare him for the immense power he would eventually wield in Egypt. So, when you have such a dream, ask yourself, where in my life have I resisted taking a leadership role or stepping into a position of authority because I feared resentment from others? Have I shied away from the spotlight even when I knew God was nudging me forward? This dream is a heads up. Favor is about to place you in the front, in a position where others will look to you. But remember this crucial truth. It's servanthood, a heart devoted to serving others that keeps you there and allows that influence to be a blessing, not a burden. Such recurring themes in your dreams are often a strong indicator of a message from God, and looking for confirmation in your waking life can solidify its meaning. The famine to feast dream. Third on our list is the powerful contrast dream, perhaps best exemplified by Pharaoh's unsettling visions in Genesis 41, 1-7. He saw 7 fat, healthy cows emerge from the Nile, only to be swallowed whole by 7 gaunt, ugly cows. Then 7 full, ripe heads of grain were consumed by 7 thin, scorched heads. This wasn't just a random nightmare, it was a divine warning, interpreted by Joseph, signaling 7 years of abundant plenty, followed by 7 years of devastating famine. This dream type is God's way of communicating a crucial principle. One season of overflowing plenty is given to prepare you for another season of scarcity. It's a divine strategy for resilience. If your dreams feature vivid sequences of overflowing grocery aisles, suddenly turning barren, lavish restaurant buffets becoming empty, or your kitchen cabinets appearing strangely bare, pay attention. This isn't just about food, it's a metaphor for resources. God is giving you a precious window to prepare. This means looking critically at your finances, carefully auditing your schedule and commitments, and honestly assessing your energy reserves. Are you overspending your money, your time, or your physical and emotional energy? Joseph, guided by divine wisdom, stored up during the years of abundance, saving Egypt and surrounding nations from starvation. You too are being invited to build margin, that extra space, that buffer, in every area of your life before crunch time inevitably hits. This isn't about fear. It's about wise stewardship and trusting God's foresight. Such messages always align with biblical principles of wisdom and preparation. The wisdom download. Dream. Fourth, let's talk about the pop quiz dream. This is a truly remarkable experience, reminiscent of young King Solomon's encounter with God in 1 Kings 3, 5-15. God appeared to Solomon in a dream and essentially said, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." What did Solomon ask for? Not riches, not power, not long life, but an understanding heart to judge your people, that I may discern between good and evil. He chose wisdom, and God was so pleased that he threw in riches and honor as a bonus. If you find yourself dreaming of taking tests you somehow ace, receiving ancient books filled with profound knowledge, or suddenly speaking fluent French even though you flunked high school Spanish, the Lord might just be handing you a blank check for wisdom. This isn't about acquiring facts for your personal glory. The requirement, the divine catch, is that you request this wisdom for the people problems you're facing, for the challenges within your community, your family, or your workplace, not just for your own comfort or advancement. God delights in equipping his chosen ones to serve. So when you wake up from such a dream, don't let the insights fade. Immediately write down the question, the problem, or the area where you need divine insight. Then, watch heaven resource it. Watch as clarity descends, solutions emerge, and understanding illuminates your path, often through unexpected means or sudden insights. Seeking guidance from spiritual mentors and reflecting personally on the dream's relevance to your current situation can also help interpret these profound messages. The Beast and Kingdom Dream. Fifth, prepare yourself for the geopolitical dream. This one can be intense, as Daniel discovered when he saw fearsome beasts rising from a stormy sea, symbolizing future empires and global shifts. Daniel 2:7. In your dreams, you might witness unsettling scenes, riots erupting, familiar animals morphing into recognizable governments or powerful organizations, or historical empires playing out in technicolor detail. Before you dismiss it as merely Netflix residue from too much late-night binge-watching, pause and ask yourself a crucial question. What issue keeps dominating my prayers? Is it the state of my city, the direction of my nation, or perhaps the integrity of my industry? God grants intercessory intel through these dreams. He's not just showing you chaos, He's inviting you into a sacred partnership. He's giving you a glimpse behind the spiritual veil so you can stand in the gap through prayer. These dreams are often vivid and carry a strong emotional weight, making them hard to ignore. They are calls to action, an invitation to engage in spiritual warfare through intercession. Write down the details of the dream as soon as you wake, even the parts that seem nonsensical. Then, pray it back to God. Your words, fueled by divine insight, become sand in the gears of darkness, disrupting demonic plans and aligning earthly realities with heavenly intentions. You are not merely an observer. You are an intercessor, given privileged information to make a difference. The escape room dream. Sixth, we delve into the evacuation dream, a type of dream that often comes with a palpable sense of urgency. Think of Joseph, Jesus' earthly father, who was specifically told in a dream, "Take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt and remain there until I tell you. For Herod is about to search for the child to destroy him." Matthew 2:13. There was no time for deliberation. Immediate obedience was required to protect the Messiah. If you find yourself repeatedly escaping crumbling buildings, running through chaotic airports, or dodging collapsing bridges in your sleep, the Lord is likely flagging a danger that you simply cannot yet perceive in your waking daylight hours. This isn't just your anxiety playing tricks. Don't dismiss that urgent feeling as mere paranoia. God, in His infinite love and protection, is giving you a heads up, a chance to take preventative action. When these dreams occur, it's a clear signal to quickly audit certain areas of your life. Examine your relationships. Is there someone you need to create healthy distance from? Reevaluate business deals or partnerships. Are there red flags you've been ignoring? Even scrutinize your social media habits. Are you exposing yourself to unnecessary risks or negative influences? Obedience to that midnight nudge, that quiet, insistent warning in the night, often saves you years of heartache, regret, and potential disaster. God loves His chosen ones too much to leave them unprepared. These dreams often feature recurring themes and a strong sense of urgency, making them distinct from ordinary dreams. The warning to others dream. Seventh, and finally, we have the third-party dream, a dream that is less about you personally and more about your intercessory assignment for someone else. Consider Pilate's wife, who suffered greatly in a dream because of Jesus, prompting her to send a message to her husband during Jesus' trial. "Have nothing to do with that just man, for I have suffered many things today in a dream because of him." Matthew 27:19. She saw something in the spiritual realm that caused her distress and compelled her to act. Similarly, you might see strangers, politicians, public figures, or even close family members in peril or facing significant challenges, and you feel utterly powerless to help them. except by prayer. This dream is a potent reminder that your intercession matters. It's a divine download, an assignment from heaven. It might manifest as a vivid scene of someone in distress, a symbolic representation of a coming struggle for them, or even a direct impression of their spiritual need. The key here is that the dream isn't primarily about your immediate circumstances, it's about someone else's. So when you wake from such a dream, don't ignore it. Send a quick, simple text. "Hey, I was just thinking about you and wanted to let you know I'm praying for you today." Or, if it's a stranger or public figure, simply offer a focused prayer. Your obedience in responding to this spiritual nudge releases grace into their situation, a grace they might not even recognize or understand, but the spirit realm certainly does. This is how God uses His chosen ones to impact the world beyond their immediate sphere, through the power of compassionate intercession. These dreams, while perhaps not directly about you, will always align with the scriptural call to love and pray for others. All right, so which of these 7 dream types just clicked for you? Which one resonated, perhaps even confirming a recent experience you've had? Drop a comment below right now and tell us which dream type you've encountered. And if you're ready to lean in, ready to respond to God's whispers in the night, type "I'm listening, Lord" in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss next week's breakdown on how to partner with angels in your workplace. It's going to be a game changer. So there you have it, 7 profound dreams God uses to communicate with His chosen ones. The latter dream for elevation, reminding you of your high calling. The bowing dream for influence, a call to humble stewardship. The famine to feast dream for preparation, urging you to build margin before the lean times. The wisdom download dream for crucial decisions, offering divine insight for the good of others. The beast and kingdom dream for intercession, positioning you to pray strategically for global shifts. The escape room dream for protection, flagging unseen dangers so you can act proactively. And finally, the warning to others dream for compassion, empowering you to intercede for those around you. The same God who spoke so clearly and powerfully to Jacob, Joseph, Pharaoh, Solomon, Daniel, and even Pilate's wife is actively speaking to you today. He hasn't stopped communicating with His beloved. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, make a simple but profound decision. Place a notebook and a pen by your bed. Give heaven something to work with, a place to capture those divine whispers before they fade with the morning light. And always remember this vital truth. Being chosen isn't just a trophy to display, it's a telephone, a direct line to the divine. It's time to pick it up and listen,